Good morning, dear students. We are on chapter 12. A robin runs away to the woods. Okay, so lesson 12. A robin runs away to the woods. The previous class I had explained to you the beginning of the chapter. Okay, the beginning part of the chapter, and I hope you have remembered who is an outlaw. Do you know who is an outlaw? In the previous chapter, we have explained that the person who is punished and doesn't get protection of law is called an outlaw. Who is an outlaw? A person who is punished and doesn't get the protection of law is called an outlaw. So in this chapter, who is an outlaw? A robin was an outlaw. So the beginning of the first and the two paragraphs, when we read, we can understand that he was an outlaw and he was punished by the king. And before that, it is written here, before an outlaw, he lived with his uncle. So before becoming an outlaw, he was living with his uncle. Okay. So that time what happened? At that time, the sheriff of Nottingham is the place name. So the sheriff of the Nottingham held a shooting match. Robin was 18 years old then. So before becoming an outlaw, he was living with his uncle. At that time, who announced the shooting match? The sheriff of Nottingham announced the shooting match, and Robin was 18 then. The sheriff declared a big prize for the best shooter. So sheriff also declared a prize for the best shooter, and we saw in the previous class that Robin was asking permission from his uncle. So uncle told that yes, you are a good shooter and you can also go for shooting. You see the previous class I had explained you the beginning part of the chapter. Okay, so when Robin heard about this shooting match, he wanted to go and he said to his uncle, I would like to go and to get into the match. Do you think I have a chance? So what uncle give the reply for this? Why not? Said his uncle, you are very young, but you are a good shot. Try it. You are very good at shooting and you can also try for it. That is what his uncle told him. I'll do, said Robin, and he took his bow along with the best arrows. Then he set out. The meaning of set out is start. So when he got the permission from his uncle, he started to go for the shooting match. Nottingham lays just on the other side of the Sherwood forest. Sherwood, the name of the forest, Sherwood. So when he has to go to Nottingham, the particular place where the shooting match was supposed to take place, and he had to pass through the Nottingham. Nottingham means the place name of the king where the kings live and the shooting match is supposed to take place. So he had to pass through the forest. What is the name of the forest? The name of the forest is Sherwood Forest. So the Robin had to pass through the such forest. So what happened then? So he decided to cross the wood. So the word it is written here, he had to decide to cross, that particular forest. What is the name of the forest? The name of the forest is Sherwood. So he had to pass through that forest. And what happened to the next line we see, while walking, Robin Hood came across a group of men. So the meaning here it is written, he came across a group of men. He met a group of men. That's the meaning here. Okay. So while walking, Robin Hood came across a group of men. And what they were doing? They were eating and drinking under an oak tree. So they were eating and drinking under the oak tree. They were the king's woodsmen. So they were the king's men. So they were sitting under the oak tree and enjoying. They were eating, drinking and enjoying. That is what they were doing. So the next paragraph. That time the Sherwood forest was guarded by the king's men. Nobody was allowed to shoot an animal in the forest. If anybody did so, he lost his head. That's the main paragraph in this chapter. You see, at that time, what did the king? The king ordered. What he ordered? The king ordered that nobody was allowed to shoot an animal in the forest. Nobody was allowed to kill any animal in the forest. That was the king's order. So the men were sitting and guarding the forest. You can say like that. The men, those who are sitting under the oak tree, what they were doing? They were the king's men and they were guarding the forest. That means if anybody come inside the forest and killing the animal, they will catch hold of them and cut their head. That is the order the king had given to the people. Okay, so if anybody did so, he lost his head. That means if they were ready to cut their head. So look, who is there? Said one of the men. Isn't he a pretty boy? Who said this? The men who were sitting under the tree, under the oak tree, said that, who is coming? He looks so pretty. He looks so beautiful. And he got his little bow and arrow. Robin Hood told them that he was going to the sheriff's shooting match. They laughed at Robin Hood. Do you think you can shoot with men? I'll bet you can't even pull your string back. Who told this? The king's men told that while seeing the Robin, he asked him where he was going. So Robin told that I am going to a sheriff's shooting match. I wanted to participate in the shooting match. And they laughed at Robin Hood. Laughed at, the meaning comes here, laughing at each other. If you do something, your friends laugh at you. That means that he is teasing you. Teasing means laughing at each other. Teasing. Okay? Do you think you can shoot with men? I bet you can't even pull that string. So they told that you are not able to do the shooting there. In such a place, there are those people who are experienced people are there. They can do much better than you. What can you do? You are a little boy. You can't do anything. Who said this? The men. The king's men told that. So we will come down the next paragraph. Is that so? Robin said. Robin, I can shoot as well as any of you. I can do as well as any of you. He said it again. Everybody laughed. Everybody laughed and teased him. The king's men, no? You can brag. You cannot prove it, said the first man. What's the meaning of brag? B-R-A-G. Brag means to boast. Okay, the meaning of brag is boasting. You can boast saying something or the other, but you cannot prove it. So can you prove it? We also say, no, with the friends, with each other, you cannot do this. Can you prove it? Okay. Said the first man. No, said Robin. Look at that deer. I bet I can hit that one in the middle. I'll bet you 20 silver coins that I can hit it. So while they were talking, the Robin was talking with the men, king's men who was sitting under the oak tree. He told that, can you prove that you are a good hunter, good shooter? Okay. So while they were talking, a deer passed through the forest. He told that I can shoot that deer, one who is passing that. So I bet I can hit that deer in the middle. I bet you 20 silver coins that I can hit him. We can bet with 20 silver coins. So if I hit that deer, you have to give me the 20 silver coins. Who said this? Robin said to the king's men. Okay. Agreed, cried the men. 20 silver coins. go on and shoot. Yes, 20 silver coins is very, very little. I can give that. Okay, so who said this? The king's men said that. I can give. That's very simple. I can surely I can give you that 20 silver coins. You go on. You can shoot that deer. Okay. Robin put the string on his bow, picked a good arrow, and aimed at the deer. The arrow flew, and next moment the big deer jumped into the air and fell down. There was a trickle of blood on the grass. It was a wonderful shot. So what happened? All of a sudden, the robin took the arrow and shoot the deer which was moving in the forest. So, and at the right moment, the big deer jumped into the air and fell down. There was a trickle of blood on the grass. There was a drop of blood on the grass. It was a wonderful shot. So he proved that he can do that shooting. He was a very good shooter, but the king's men were not believing it. So now all of a sudden he told that the deer was passing in the forest. If you allow me, I can do that. I can kill the deer. So he did it and he proved it. It was a very good shot. Then Robin spoke. How do you like that? Pay me. Who told this? Robin said to the king's men that, did you see that I have done it? I have proved that I am a very good shooter. Silver, cried the man. Do you know what you have done? Don't you know? Shoot a deer's king, a king's deer. Get out of the place if you don't want it to be caught. So what happened all of a sudden? What did the king's men said? He told that you have done a great mistake. What mistake he has done? He has shoot the deer. He was not supposed to kill any animal in the forest. That was the order of the king. So he disobeyed the order. So the men told that you have done a great mistake in killing the deer. The king has told that if anybody is disturbing the animal or killing the animal, they were punished. What is the punishment? Cutting the head. That is not. So what he told, get out of the place if you don't want to be caught. We are ready to catch you and we will reach you to the king and the king will punish you. So if you don't want to get punishment, you can run away from the place. That is the order of the king. Robin realized they didn't mean to pay the bet. He walked off without a word. So Robin realized that they were not ready to pay what he told. So he understood what they were making him a fool. Okay. So he understood that Robin realized they did not mean to pay the bet. He walked off without a word. So, dear students, I am going to stop here. So, the homework is, you will be reading the chapter again and again, understanding the story. It's a very interesting story. And Robin, a very beautiful man and also very adventurous young man. At the age of 18, what he has done and how the king's men teased him and how the king's men chased him away from the forest, not giving the money, the bet, no, but they both had the bet and they did not pay the money. How the king's men chased Robin from the forest. You can understand when you read the chapter. Very simple story and you will understand it well and you will enjoy the story. So I stop here and your homework is that you will be going through the word meanings. Few word meanings are here. Writing down in your copy and also reading the question answers. I will be giving the question answers today or tomorrow. So you will be writing down the word meanings and the question answers in your copy. Thank you students for listening.